as I said before, I've got an issue with one of you. Look at me. No. So last night...
Look at me. What have I done?
Last night, I was babysitting your beautiful children.
Yes.
And Indy actually said something quite concerning to me. Caitlin, what time does work start? And I said, we get in about 5:30.
Yeah.
And she said, oh, okay. Because Daddy gets up at 3 a.m. and goes to the gym.
What? Children and their stories. Children and their stories. Old Vaughan hates the gym. Smith.
Yeah.
Is going to the gym.
I had an argument with a girl. She said, I see Vaughan at the gym all the time. And I was like, no, you don't. You see Fletch at the gym. She was like, no, I've definitely seen Vaughan at the gym. I was like, Vaughan doesn't go to the gym.
He hates
Fletch
gyms.
goes to the gym. We argued. I was like, you've got
Stop
this wrong.
The music.
People
Stop the
always
music.
get them confused.
Vaughan.
She wouldn't have seen me at the gym.
Because you go at 3 in the
Because there's
morning.
nobody else there when I go to the gym.
There's something wrong with it. It's me.
Why? How long have you been doing this?
Since July?
Why haven't you been?
Why are you lying to us?
I haven't lied. I just haven't
You
said.
told me that it's a problem with Facebook, and that's why I said that you're on Facebook.
I did.
On the radio, how many times have you been like, gym stories? I don't go to a gym. I can't remember the last time I set foot in a gym.
You lied to. You said that the swipe card on your thing was your wife's gym membership.
Oh, yeah, well, that was a...
That's
my God,
yours.
you're
That has been
such a liar.
staring you in the face every day.
You liar.
Is that a Curbs gym membership? That's purple.
Yes, I've joined a women's only gym. That's why I go in midwest. That's my other secret. I'm a drag queen.
When we went to the airport the other month, and you were like, "Oh, just move Sade's gym bag out of the way."
You are such
That was your gym bag. That was your gym bag.
This is
You're like, I never lied.
Like the twist at the end of a Netflix season and the flashback to all the clues, and I'm just like skulking away, haven't got away with it. But I didn't.
I thought you were
because
coming to work.
tested
You're
kid.
real lively now when you get in the morning.
I know, but you should see me in the afternoon. I'm a sack. It hasn't been easy. I wanted to tell you guys a lot about it. Like, I've got a favourite flavoured protein bar. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying it. I can't believe I'm saying it.
When you bought me that protein bar for my birthday, is that your favourite protein bar?
I stopped and got myself one, Megan, and I got you one too.
This is
You were like,
unbelievable.
oh, York, I can't believe you don't like protein bars. Who are you?
And you're always like, Fletch, stop telling us stories about the gym.
What's your favourite protein bar? See, we've got so much to talk about now.
The mint chocolate one.
You asked me like 2 months ago. You were like, Sade wants to get a protein flavour. What's the best
You
one?
like the carbless crunch mint chocolate.
It was for you.
Asshole.
ZM's Fletch, Vaughan and Megan.
Can you put your boat into the sea anywhere? If there's a ramp?
Yeah.
In the sea? I thought you could only do that in lakes.
What? Why?
But could you actually take like your personal boat
Yeah.
and put it into the sea?
Yeah.
Really? But in the sea, like I know you can see jet boats and stuff in the sea, but then there's just like big boats and ships and stuff.
Yeah.
Could you take like a little, it's got a motor and you put it in the sea and no one would say anything to
Quite
you?
famously, you can take a boat into the ocean.
That
Yeah.
is bizarre.
You
I thought it was just the...
Past that marina every day.
But they're not boats. They're like
They're
houseboats
boats.
and stuff. No, they're not like little... I'm talking about like ones that you
Removable
have...
boats, like 17-footers.
No, like
how do you
they
think
can
the
only
average,
fit
how do you
two
think the
people in.
average person goes fishing?
Oh yeah. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that's what boat ramps are for, mate. You back your car in and you take the boat off the trailer, and then later on you come back and
Why
you
are
get
there
it.
not more people putting their boats in the sea? I
Like,
never see
literally
those.
thousands. Literally.
No, like little boats, like little dinghy.
They
like,
do.
every time I go to the sea, I never see boats.
You know why? It's because you've never been looking for them.
Could you take your recreational boat and go to Waiheke? And
Yes.
Really?
So you get the letter from the Ministry of Justice.
Yes, and I run back to my house and I open it, and it says reprimand?
Reparation?
Reparation at the top, and I was like, oh my God, I'm being reprimanded.
But you're kind of into that, eh?
No. Fun!
I thought we'd established that.
No! Stop it
It's your mum
right now.
He's laughing.
Are you talking
Yeah,
about Smacks?
Smacks.
Oh, yeah.
No!
Why you
doing
mean?
that? Why are you charading to say now don't talk about it? Why is your mum listening?
Don't be ashamed, babe.
It's all
I
right.
don't like being smacked.
We're not pink shaming you.
No, I'm not
King shaming.
Oh my God, am I about to start on all three of you? Because I will. Today's the day. I'm going to
Megan.
let loose. I am
with
going to
Megan.
tell all our
I was
secrets.
being supportive. I was like, don't kink
Do you want to
shame
hear
her.
that? I'm not. This
Yeah,
is
okay,
not
so
about
you
this.
didn't get. You're not going to get smacked by the Ministry of Justice, even though that does sound hot. Am I right?
Oi, who from the Ministry of Justice does the smacking? Like some
saying
old
this?
judge?
Now, Andrew Little's the Minister of Justice, and Daddy's got a
Oh.
beard.
Not while I'm drinking coffee. Anyway, what did this letter say?
Can you calm down? Someone turn him on.
Andrew Little is a thick snack.
Called Andrew
And
Little
he,
Daddy.
Daddy thick snack. In fact,
Oh my God. Does he have a Twitter? I'm going to tweet him.
And apologise. Yeah.
Daddy thick snack. The Minister
Okay.
of Justice. Go on.
I mean, if people put these on their election billboards, they might get elected. I'm just saying. Daddy thick snack, 2 ticks blue or red.
red.
Brilliant.
You want a thick snack? Thick snack and a bit of a knick-knack paddywhack? Daddy might be little in name, but he's big in nature.
And that's when Andrew Little took out a defamation proceedings against us.
Defamation is an assassination of character. If anything, we've just made him.
A thick snack.
Yeah.
A
And
thicker.
defamation, you have to prove it to be wrong.
Yeah. What?
Have you seen that he's tweeted you back?
Has he?
I just...
Morning and a wink. Yes, Daddy Thick Snacks, Twitter me back. I have now noticed on Twitter at Andrew Little MP, that's
Yep.
his handle, that hasn't changed. However, his display name with a blue tick beside it is now Andrew Daddy Thick Snack Little.
Spelt right.
THICCECNACC.
This is great.
Andrew Daddy Thick Snack Little, our Minister of Justice.
I love this. It's great.
What have we done?
The thick hand of justice. It's swift.
Oh, the thick hand of justice. Yes.
Criminals will be cowering. And Caitlin.
I think we might see an increase in female-led petty crime.
All right, next question.
If radio didn't exist, what would you guys be doing with your lives right now?
Probably another job where you didn't have to do much.
Yeah, what other jobs out
Talking.
there? Tour guide.
Yes, that'd be great.
No, because you don't like people.
Oh, yeah, that's
You could
true.
be
You have to deal with.
Yeah, true. I was going to say you could be
tourists
like, you could do like guided tours of New Zealand's great walks, but then you'd turn around and you'd be like, "Where's Barbara? Barbara disappeared 13 hours ago." Well, I'm not going back for it.
And she wasn't keeping up. She should have been keeping
She's
up.
just like, I mean, I don't know why Barbara came on this walk. It was beyond her physical. I told her right at the start, "Barbara, you're too fat to come on this walk." She wouldn't listen to me.
I
so.
wouldn't have said that. I would have been diplomatic.
Offended for imaginary Barbara.
In your head, what nationality was Barbara? Because I'll tell you exactly which.
British.
No.
Oh. Irish.
I don't know. She would know. Barbara to me was a New Zealander.
No, she
No,
was
Barbara
international.
was English
was she?
for me with red hair, a red perm.
She had a perm.
Oh, did she?
She had a perm. She was Canadian.
Oh,
In my head.
Okay. Did you have a
And
bum
she was-
bag as well?
yeah, she had a Canadian flag sewn on her backpack. But it was
right,
her
okay.
first major time since her husband died that she's
Right.
actually branched out and thought, I'm just going to do some things that I want to do. It's
left her
Barbara time.
behind.
And you've left her to die on the Rootburn track.
I'm feeling so bad I want to go back for
Go back
imaginary
for
Barbara.
Quick, go back for Barbara.
All right, I get
She's
it.
got a broken leg. She's in a gully.
how did she break her leg?
She fell down off the side of the track because she just stopped to take a photo because she's like, she heard a noise and it reminded her of her dead husband. R.I.P. I know, Megan. She's traveling by herself.
Why are you making people
She
hate
turned
me?
to
But-
take a photo and she tripped. And she was like, I'll catch up. I just want to take a photo because she needed people to be off the path because she wanted to get a photo of the path.
Yeah.
And then when they'd gone around the corner, she slipped and fell and she broke her leg on the fall into the gully. And everyone's like, I can't wait till Barbara catches up again. But Barbara never
and
did.
Fletch didn't do a head count, just took off.
You didn't do thorough enough and often enough head
we're
counts.
moving along from this story that never happened.
Don't know if I can forgive you.
What, a couple more Snapchats.
Megan, we want to know where you're getting married.
Oh, no.
Where are you
We
getting
do,
married?
we do
no.
too.
That's a secret.
I know, do you know Megan's not telling Vaughan and I anything because we don't even think she's inviting us to the wedding
You said
because
you
we're
were gonna
naughty.
fly in on a helicopter and just sing what?
We're going to come over the hill in a helicopter.
This is if we don't get invited. We are
So
hiring a
imagine,
helicopter.
That's all quiet. The crowds and Megan's coming up wherever in a car slowly
Yeah.
up a driveway. Barbara's there. Barbara's a wedding celebrant. Barbara's
we
marrying.
found her.
This is just before she goes. She's like, I'm in New Zealand. I'm going to do this wedding, and then I'm going to go do the root burn track. I can't wait to do the root burn track.
Yeah.
And it's quiet, and people in the crowd are like, Fletch and Vaughan aren't here. And then you just hear. Some people born made to raise the flag. Oh, that red, white, and blue.
Oh,
And then
my
we're hanging out
God.
the side. Pick. Fake blanks. They're not real. We're not monsters.
We're just like, this is what happens when you don't invite us to your wedding.
And then Fletch says, "Do you see that? Do you see that celebrant?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's Barbara from Canada." He's like, "Oh, she's not doing the root burn. Bit fat for that. I think it's beyond her physical ability."
Say.
This is not trying to judge a woman's ability to walk the root burn. Some people born.
Mr. Toyboy has a new song out. I haven't heard it. Vaughan, you haven't heard it. Do we want to pause? Do you want me to?
We'll pause and discuss.
Okay, good beat so far. I like this.
You make me do things most people don't want to do. We don't need no special occasion, me and you. You send me on a trip. How far's around? We arriving at the same time, same town.
I'll just stop you right there.
We arrive at
the same time.
Same town.
O-Town. Wink. At the same time. Is that what everybody's drawing from that? A universal nod from producers.
Yeah.
You got me tied up, no, not mad of
Pause! He's got me tied up! You've got him tied up! Megan!
What's going to happen in this music video tomorrow?
Unpause.
You got me spinning round, out of control. You make me do things most people don't want to do. With every taste of you.
Pause.
The very taste of you!
Like,
Megan
experience.
Louise Angela
Experience.
Papadopoulos Sellers.
Can barely breathe and you got me on my knees and you got
Pause. I can't
really
really
good
breathe.
flow with the
I
song.
can't really breathe. You've got me on my knees. You've got him tied up.
This is, you're ruining the
There's
flow.
the taste situation that I don't
ruining
know
the
how to
flow.
deal with on the radio.
See, you're going to ruin the poetic nature of the song for everyone who just wants to listen to it.
me begging, pleasing, teasing, and pleasing you.
And pause.
Teasing, begging, teasing, pleasing.
Teasing, pleasing you.
You got me spinning round, out of control.
See, it's nice.
Magic. Well, it's magic.
With every taste of you.
And pause again. I can't help it. Is that the chorus? Is that going to be in multiple times? I thought it was a one-off.
Megan, we can't play this. This is filth. Absolute filth.
It's very stressful.
Oh,
We
should
played it to his mum and she said, I like the lyrics and the story.
Vaughan's fallen off of his
It's a
chair.
nice story.
Wow. Okay.
I'm a collector of wood. If I see a downed tree that can be used for fire burning purposes, I think, why pay? I've got this lovely chainsaw and I should get out there and gather my own. So my friend Chris is like, there's an olive tree down in our neighbourhood. Me and the Honda Accord go around there with a chainsaw, and I think, if I'm going to be doing this, I better knock on the door of the people whose house this is outside. Would you have any objection to me cutting up the olive tree that's down
Were
outside
you
your
holding the
house?
chainsaw at the time?
No, I left the chainsaw in the
okay.
car. I've learned it's best not to approach the front door with the chainsaw.
Good.
And two of them there, and the older woman, the mum's like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, knock yourself out. It's been down since the storm. I'm like, oh, yeah, terrible thing. A little bit of light chat. Yeah. terrible thing, that storm. You know, people are doing their clean up as best they can.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to grab some for, cooking with.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, fine. So I'm like, great. I'm just about to turn away. Mystery voice.
Yeah.
Ask him for $20. I'm like, where did the voice come from? Ask him for 20 bucks. And it was this weird accent that sounded like someone, you know when you try to disguise your voice and you do a weird voice?
Yeah.
Like, you're like, who's that over there? Ask him for 20 bucks. And what? I said, ask him for 20 bucks. Ask him for 20 bucks. And I'm like, it's not their tree. Then she says, oh, do you have 20 bucks?
You're like, what for? The tree?
Sensing an
Well, no,
opportunity.
that's and I didn't because I never carry cash. And I was like, oh, no, sorry, I never carry cash. Ah, it's she, the old lady, the mum who was looking after the whole situation. She's like, oh, yeah, just fine, help yourself. No, don't worry about it. Just get out there. No, he doesn't have 20 bucks. Yeah. Now, if I could have your attention for a moment.
Yes.
Some serious news. Happy news.
Okay.
I don't want anyone to think it's bad serious. It's happy news. Happy news for the Smith household.
Okay.
I haven't told my parents yet, though, so no one's allowed to tell them. The Smith family is a secure little unit.
Yep.
It's a four-piece. It's a quad something.
Yep.
At the moment. And August, there's going to be 4 soon. And so she's like quite an independent little creature.
Yep.
Moving around on her own. And the thought has been there between Sade and I for a little while
Oh my God.
that there's room for more.
Yep.
And
Oh, the Caitlin's excited because she's the babysitter.
What are you about to say?
oh, you were about to find out. I guess you probably guessed. I bought a drone, guys. We're welcoming a drone. I'm becoming a drone daddy. I bought a drone after all those years. I know. Where's the champagne and the confetti cannons? Because I'm a drone daddy.
Hey guys, so we hear loads about Vaughan's beautiful wife and Megan's toy boy. Give us some gossip about Fletcher's love life.
Next question.
Good luck.
Morning guys, what's your most favourite sausage flavour when you go to the butcher's? Have a good day.
Might do a Bunnings sausage every now and again.
That's
but
a
apart from
That's
that,
not a flavour, though.
That's a nasty pre-cook.
I don't eat sausages.
Gonna get those Bunnings sausages left butcher?
So you never have sausage? Ever? Never?
Really?
No,
Even when you go overseas?
no.
In countries heavy with sausage. You've never engaged in sausage. Why don't you love sausage? Why?
I'm going to
why
the
don't you
next
get
step,
sausages? Maybe
No,
because I've got kids.
because they're full of crap. I just don't eat them. Yeah, I don't like them. And you, Megan,
We
are
gave
out
a
of
town
control.
a giant sausage, and you happily ate sausage in
No,
that
they
town.
were
I've
real-
never
okay,
seen you
they
so
were nice.
happy
They
with a
were
mouthful
nice.
of sausage. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. You're eating the wrong kind of sausage. You've got to go for a quality sausage.
Okay, next question.
Hey Fletch, when was the last time you hooked up with someone your own age or within 5
Why do
years?
people want to know? No, replay. I'm pressing replay because you talked
talked all
over
over
that.
it.
Listen, okay.
Hey Fletch, when was the last time you hooked up with someone your own age or within 5 years of your own age?
Very good question. Very good question.
Megan, January 6th, you get married. Mm-hmm. You will be changing your last name from Megan Sellers.
To Megan, technically Papadopoulos.
No.
This is exciting.
Why?
Papadopoulos. It just sounds great. It
Sounds
a great
exotic.
last name. It sounds
Thank
exotic.
you.
Like Vaughan and I even talked yesterday about
Yeah.
changing the show imaging, the show name to Fletch Vaughan and Megan Papadopoulos. Like, could you imagine it? In fact, James,
Isn't that a
producer
bit
James,
like- oh, God.
sometimes he voices
The
voice
fancy things.
The fancy things.
Fletch, if you just go to the top of the Effie and button bar there, I've got something there ready for you.
Okay,
And then if you
you're going to
kick
give
that
us
off.
an example.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
Okay.
Fletch, Vaughan, and Megan Papadopoulos.
I like that. That's really good. That's
great.
I like it. You
God.
instantly sound way more exotic.
Thanks. Okay.
See, just do that. Just do that with just Megan. I'll do it again, but just say Megan and not
Okay.
Megan Papadopoulos.
Fletch, Vaughan, and Megan.
Yeah, it's
no,
boring,
sounds
isn't it?
boring now.
Yeah.
It sounds like I've had a hundreds and thousands biscuit. My mum wants me to have another super wine.
Yeah. Go again with the Papadopoulos.
Oh, my God.
Fletch,
Vaughan, and Megan Papadopoulos.
Yes.
So good. I like it. All in
So
favour?
exotic.
All in favour?
Let's change it.
You obviously don't mind that name.
No, because I'm quite traditional, like I'll change my name. But what if you had something like the last name was Spigen and then I was like Megan Spigen?
Yeah, that'd be great.
You're like,
And
I'm
actually,
not going to change my name.
that would be enough to end a first date, surely.
Yeah.
If you went on a date with some guy and he's like, oh, my name's Catherine, what's your name? Oh, Bathrin. It's not going to... You'll be Catherine Bathrin if this goes well.
ZM's Fletch Vaughan and Megan.
Someone said, what is Sean Paul saying? That's the great one of life's great mysteries.
Even in concert last year at Friday Jams Live, it was very hard to work out what he was saying, but it was great.
His mum had just had a bad car accident. It was like, Mum just had a bad car accident. And we were all just like, yes! No, man, don't make that noise. She's in the ICU. We're like, oh. It's not looking so good. The chances are less than 50%. Sean Paul, yes! I love what you're saying! Everybody stop doing that.
I can't continue.
The curse of this catchy voice making these great number ones.
I'm out.
Nobody can be sad for me when I'm
I see you.
I see you.
Stop it.
She's on an ivy drip.
I'm going to try something with you this morning, Lewis. It's called regional radio. Now, we're going to call another radio station in a smaller part of New Zealand.
Now, hopefully they pick the phone up, and the idea is that you request your own song.
Hey, how you doing? You're on the hits.
Hello, is this the hits?
Yeah, that's why I say, hi, how are you doing? You're on the hits.
Okay, the hits. It's Lewis. It's Lewis. It doesn't matter who it is. Listen, I want you to play Someone You Loved by Lewis Capaldi. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's the biggest song of 2019.
Are you Scottish?
I am Scottish, but that's my nationality.
I love
has nothing to do with this. Play the song or else.
Play it all the time. Where are you?
Play it some more. Where am I right now?
Yeah.
I'm in the bath and I'm in my underpants and I've got like a duck ring. Doesn't matter when I've got the duck ring. Can you just play the song?
Are you drunk right now? I'm in Whangarei. Which part of New Zealand are you in?
I'm in, you know that bit, what's the bit, you know the main bit with all the people, the bit, you know the bit? I'm in the good bit.
I'm sure you are.
I'm in the good bit, and trust me,
Holy shit, I love you.
The good bit.
Can I use you on my show? You just hold, I'm going to go and find it now.
It's Lewis. Do you know who that?
What's your name?
Capaldi. My name's Lewis Capaldi.
Oh my God.
Are you looking at dirty pictures on the internet? What's going on here?
I'm going to use you, like in a good way, like Oprah Winfrey would.
Okay, cool. I mean, how does Oprah Winfrey use people? That was a weird sentence.
It's just some crazy shit that I say, just to entertain myself, because people generally are a bit sick.
Cool.
And how are you going to introduce this song? You can say, hi, this is Lewis Capaldi. You're listening to Shah on the hits. How about that?
Hello there, this is Lewis Capaldi, and you're listening to Shah on the hits.
God, I love you. Can I have your number? Can I ring you anytime I want?
Absolutely not, Shah. Be professional here. You know your what?
Like Oprah Winfrey would, like a radio announcer.
Shah. It's Fletch Vaughan and Megan. This is actually Lewis Capaldi.
This is so good. This is so good. Seriously, I was like, can I ring this guy anytime I want?
No.
This is so good. You know what I was
Shay,
laughing?
you've taken up more of our 10 minutes than we've used.
Oh, but I had to tell you, I was going to the gym this morning, and two things that you did that I was just stoked with. I was stoked that Megan got pissed off and shitty, and I don't know where that came from.
Shah, Lewis Capaldi's on the phone.
Lewis, I love you. I really wish that you were in a bath and naked.
We don't know that he's not.
Shah.
Oh,
Shah.
okay. Well,
the main takeaway from this is that you said, I'm going to use you like Oprah Winfrey.
That's right.
If I was you...
I would.
If I was you... I mean, I don't understand what that means. I don't know. Oprah's people are definitely going to come for you hard on that one. And I would be afraid. I would be very afraid.
Went out for coffee yesterday with August.
Okay.
Our youngest, Indy and Sade had something on, so I said, let's go for a walk.
Did you get her a fluffy?
Yeah, she had a fluffy. We were sitting at this cafe and a little sparrow was inside.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, look, sparrow. And she's like, how did that get in? I said, oh, it probably came through the open door. And she said, do sparrows bite? And I said, no, I wouldn't imagine so. They don't have teeth. They've got beaks. They might, if they were eating off your hand, they might peck.
Yeah.
Okay. Do kiwis bite? That
She's
was the
gone
next
for a
question.
bigger bird, she
She's just
knows.
gone for a bigger bird. Yeah, well, I mean, you can kind of see her train of thought here. She's like, bigger bird, more ability to bite.
Yeah.
I said, I doubt it. Again, no teeth, primarily beaked.
Okay.
And then she got this look on her face, and it's this look, and when she gets this look, you're like, it's the same look I get when I'm about to do something real shitbaggy.
Okay.
There's an emoji that sums it up perfectly. It's this weird little smirky corner, and she's like, volume up, by the way. So
Okay.
this is a bit louder. Like,
Are there people nearby?
Oh, yeah. There's people all around us. So, do sparrows bite? No explanation. Do kiwis bite? No explanation. Dad? And I'm like, oh, where are we at? Do vaginas bite?
Do they bite?
And
What?
this table of older ladies sitting beside us were just like, what? And we're like laughing because it's from the mouth of children. And one of the old ladies kind of leans in a bit and she's like, I'm looking forward to how you're going to answer this. Indy, our 5-year-old, is a really fast runner. And there was talk about athletics, so she's like, I'll give it a go. So last night we went along to athletics. August isn't old enough to join in yet. I said to August, let's go for a walk. And we were just like talking about trees and jumping and stuff, and she was pulling grass out and throwing it in my face and screaming at me and what have. And then she fell over and she was like, oh, I landed on my... Now, Dad, are we calling it a fifi or are we calling it a vagina now?
Oh, in front of people.
Oh, in front of a few people. And I said, look, the official term is vagina.
Yeah.
You can call it a fifi if you want, but just know that it's also called a vagina. And she's like, okay, I've hurt my vagina. And I said, heck, are you okay? And she said, it's fine, it's just a little bump. I was like, okay. And then you could see her thinking, and that's a dangerous thing with any kid, to see their mind, all the cogs click, 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 moving around.
Especially Augie.
And she looks at me and she said, do you know what?
Oh, God.
Vagina sounds like Moana a little bit.
Right.
I said, yeah, they don't rhyme. Like, they've got the sound on the end and an N involved. And she's like, huh. And then I was like, uh-oh, I could see her doing it. And she was like, vagina, make way, vagina, it's time you knew. And I was like, this is not an appropriate song to be singing with all these people
Parents
around.
and kids around.
Yeah, all around. And I was like, hey, we'll just sing Moana, if that's cool. Just because, you know.
Yeah, it's appropriate.
Yeah, we're in, and I'm fighting back, laughing because you've got to seem like a responsible parent at these times. I was like, it's a word that we don't, we use it in the right times, but we don't.
Yep.
To be honest, that's great. That's the great base work of a parody song you're working on there. And I'm stoked for you to work on it when we get home, but there's quite a few people now listening to you singing the song, and she was like, okay. I am vagina of Motunui, and you all board my boat.
Sit-ins, Fletch, Vaughan and Megan.
Indy started talking about an idea for a reality TV show, so I got out the old phone and recorded it because I thought this could be some money-making genius, and this was her idea for a reality TV show.
So what would happen on Cupcake Island?
It's a TV show.
Yeah.
They're trying to bake the best cupcakes.
Yeah.
And then there's a judge.
Yeah.
And then there's also people trying to distract.
Distract them while they're trying to make the best cupcakes. What would they do to distract the people trying to make the cupcakes?
Asking them questions and telling them to come over here.
So it's Cupcake Island.
Right.
So obviously, geographically, in the title, you now know they're on an island. They bake cupcakes, but at the same time, like the chase, they have to answer questions feedback. You'll remember at the start of this break,
Yeah.
I said that they'll watch the TV show The Thundermans over and over.
Yeah.
Somebody said, Vaughan, the answer lies within The Thundermans. Your daughter has plagiarised one of their episodes. Apparently there's an episode of The Thundermans called Cupcake Island.
Oh my God!
She is her father's daughter. She's taken somebody's idea and perfectly passed it off as her own.
Yesterday, the most embarrassing thing happened.
After the show yesterday, a group of broadcasting school students came in.
I stand behind the desk and I show all the buttons and
Yeah.
the screens.
I don't
and
really
what
have
he
any
does.
to do.
Fletch has a really good chat that he does.
So Vaughan's just quietly sitting there.
So I'm just sitting there.
And-
Now, as the students are lined up and they're standing there, one student, obviously the matriarch of the group, walks around and stands right beside Fletch.
I liked it. It was a power play.
And said, so Fletch, tell me what happens here. You don't like people in your personal space.
It's just
like, I've known you for years, but if we sat down, I still wouldn't sit next to you on a couch.
Yeah.
I actually think I saw you flinch a little bit.
It's at this stage that I see Megan's got her laptop open and Fletcher's laptop is open and his phone's on the desk. So I think I can't send them a message about about Fletch being uncomfortable because someone might see it. So I think I know who's going to appreciate this. The producer's booth.
Yeah.
So I open up Facebook Messenger and I select Anya, Caitlin and James and I send them a message going, check out the one that's right in Fletcher's personal space. Ha ha ha. He's absolutely hating it. So I'm like, boom, send, waiting for the producers to message me back. It's at that stage, the laptop sitting beside me plugged into the big TV we have in studio goes ding, and I look across and my message that I've sent to the producers is now taking up half the screen of one of our
massive
50-inch televisions on the wall. That Fletch then says, and if you just look at the screen, this is how our day works. So they all look, and there's my message taking up half the screen, literally saying, check out the one, all in Fletcher's personal space. Ha ha ha. He absolutely hates that.
Oh my God, I wanted to die. I'm like, oh my God.
And I'm like, that'll disappear soon. It does not disappear.
Why didn't you get rid of it?
So then Fletch, and what I would say is the least seamless thing ever, decides to block half the screen with his body. So he moves it into the screen and he's like, and if you look over there, just look over there for a minute. I'm like, that's not disappearing. So I was like, I'll take care of it on laptop.
You are terrible.
I scooch in front of the laptop. It's not a laptop I'm used to using. And I'm like, how does this work? I start getting text messages straight to my phone from the producer's booth. Caitlin's like, I've got to leave.
Caitlin walked out.
She was crying.
Handle how awkward it was.
I was like mortified. I was laughing so much.
I've got a text message from Anya on my phone that is just like, ha 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 ha, like a million pages long. Just like, what do we do? What do we do now? And I turn around and look, and she's crippled over the desk. Caitlin's left because she's
James just pressed the button on his chair to make it sink lower.
I just didn't want to look in the studio. I just tried to find work to do.
You are a terrible person, Vaughan Smith.
I was like, oh well, these things happen. I had this big stupid grin on my face for the rest of the time they were in here. Quite a few of them saw it. And then when they were leaving the studio, the last guy to leave said to me, it's quite important to log out of Facebook if you're going to send messages that come up on the big screen.
Send him. My leg is caused to stop! Someone turn off the light bulb!
balloon.
Oh, God,
Stop deflating.
the fin. Now, Vaughan, are you sure? You've got a leg in a balloon.
I do have one, and my leg has caused it to stop the flow. So I'm one leg in.
I think you've gone too big. That balloon is as big as a car.
We've got to take one of these outside and see how big we can blow it up. Because it got to the point where I ran out of room between the desk and the wall in the studio.
Good Lord.
Okay, well, are you going to try and climb into this?
I am going to try to climb
Okay, what happens when you get in?
I don't know, just...
Hey, Jones, do we have some scissors in case we need to emergency...
No, don't pop it while
No,
I'm
we're not going to
inside.
pop it, but just
we
in
might
case...
need to.
What if we need to get you
If
out?
you need to, yes, but not just being silly buggers, all right? Because
Emergency
this will really hurt.
Okay, all
Watch
right.
your bits and pieces. Okay.
All right.
Tell us when you
Vaughan,
get legs in.
as
Sticking legs in!
Oh my God! You're inside a balloon!
I'm in!
I think you can go up to your neck, Vaughan.
Yeah, I can. Follow your dreams!
It's like I'm in! I'm in! Oh my God! You are like birthing out of a giant Pac-Man.
I'll go to the microphone.
Sticking out of the
Stop! You don't want to pop. You don't want to pop. I'll get the microphone to you.
Hi, everybody. I'm in a balloon. I'm going to go in the balloon. I'm going to hold my breath and go in the balloon.
emergency scissors. We don't have.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Oh my God! It's a different world in here, guys!
You okay?
It's actually insane. Why is it? What's it like inside the balloon?
Is it gassy?
No, it's not gassy. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can hear you
I
fine.
just feel like I'm a mole. I think I need to come out because maybe it is a bit gassy.
Well, we did fill it with a petrol.
Again.
Yeah, do that again.
Instagram story.
You can, if you haven't seen this, our Facebook Live, FBMZM,
Ready?
and Instagram as well.
Oh no, are you stuck?
It looks like a penis.
Are you stuck?
Guys, this is great.
This is the best. You know what, Megan? I'm calling it the best November ever.
Yes.
What a November. All right, coming up, we've got Spy.
We're all getting in balloons, by the way. Next break, we're all in balloons. I'm filling them up. We're all going in balloons.
Oh, coming up is can Meghan Markle actually be her royal highness?
On Tuesdays, we crank out the bangers.
Okay, can you do the entry again? I want to Snapchat that. Fuck, that's funny.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Hang on, let's do this thing.
There was a romantic dinner on the beach, so you can at our resort you can have there's a little private hut, and we had a 3-course dinner with torches and candles on the beach. After dessert was cleared, he's like, you're my best friend.
Oh, yeah, okay, keep going.
And then he's like, I just wanted to know if you'd like to be my best friend for the rest of your life. And then he picked up the ring and walked around and got down on one knee and
And said,
will you marry me? Shut up.
Even
Dick.
Vaughan is a bit like...
But apparently it was an elegant cry, not like a YouTube cry, which is good.
It wasn't like,
yes, queen.
because that's how Caitlin reacted this morning when
I
she
know.
saw you for the first time.
No. Megan's a good warm. Megan's engaged. It's the best news ever.
Not trolls.
Yesterday during the show, every morning I make contact with my wife. It's about 5:45, but it just says on Facebook she hasn't been online for 9 hours. So it tells me it might be sleeping at the Smith house today. And yesterday,
That's really cute.
bit of behind the scenes, she was like, I don't think August is right today. She's in a bad mood.
Right, okay.
I hope Kindy doesn't ring and say she's sick.
Yep.
Which cursed us because then she dropped her off at about 8:30, and I think at 9:30 she got the call saying August has just vomited on a teacher. So I walked in and August is sitting on the couch with a ice cream container, and she's like, Dad, I spewed. And I was like, I heard, that's not good. Are you feeling okay? She's like, yeah, I just spew every now and then. And then she looked at me, she's like, here comes a spew. And I'm like, what? And then she goes, Yeah, so, and she... It's like watching an old mate spew out of the body of a 3-year-old girl.
Right.
So, anyway, she's spewing, and I'm like, you're right. She's like, oh, I just don't feel well. The rest of us obviously got hungry, and a tube of ready salted Pringles comes out. So... we get out and we're eating them quite discreetly.
Yeah.
The chips.
Because Augie's not
well. And you don't want to eat chips in front of someone, even if they're the shittest flavour of all.
Yeah.
And she's like, what are you eating? So I'm honest with her.
Yeah.
I say, we're just having some chips, but I don't know if it'll be good for your stomach. This is verbatim what happened. Bring me some of those chips.
While she was spewing.
No, I'm all right. I want some of those chips. And I was like, oh no, you just literally spewed. I feel like chips. So I'm like, well, if you think you're up to it. So I took her the chips, and she just ate like 20 chips. Didn't spew again.
Yesterday afternoon, I received a message to my Facebook Messenger from Vaughan's wife. Has Vaughan told you about how he's been skateboarding to and from kindy pickup? It's effing embarrassing, and I feel like this needs to be addressed on air.
What?
Laugh face. He doesn't know how to skateboard. And she says, it's awful, and I need him to stop.
You 100% need to stop that now.
And then she says, I feel so sorry for the girls.
Who, by the way, love it.
When did you get a skateboard?
I got given it. Well, Andy wanted a skateboard. She wanted to learn to skateboard. And our friend Chris was leaving the country, and he's like, on Facebook, does anybody want the skateboard? So I thought, if I learn to skateboard, then I can teach her how to skateboard.
What a load of shit.
Why is that a load of shit?
You just want a skateboard.
He's 100% got his glasses on, his beanie, and he's like, sup, dude.
Don't try and make it a good dad thing. Guys, I just wanted to learn so I can teach my daughter. Like, she doesn't know what she's doing.
Because then
You just wanted to do it.
No, because then I would have told you that I was learning to skateboard. But I've never learned to skateboard. Skate.
Right. You just say,
What shoes do you wear when you do this?
Where the shoes I run in.
Okay. Be honest.
Yeah.
Wait, you're wearing running shoes and you're skating in running shoes?
Yeah,
what, like
should I not be?
Essex?
And jeans.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, you're so embarrassing.
I think you need to go
God.
buy yourself a good pair of DCs or
Some
with a good tongue on them.
A good thick tongue. What I want is a longboard.
Oh, God. How old are you, mate? Come on.
Well, you guys this is a bad attitude from everybody involved. Why can't a guy teach himself to skateboard in his mid-30s?
But why don't you just get your kids a skate tutor?
Even more Remuera.
Hey, do I walk into the skate park? Hey, dudes, you all look like some pretty gnarly guys who would want to teach my 5-year-old how to skate.
I have a question, Vaughan. Please answer honestly.
I will answer honestly. I'm not embarrassed by this.
Have you attempted an ollie?
Oh, God, no, Megan.
Okay.
No.
Please don't.
This was the scene 2 days ago. August is on her little bike. By the way, I'm going to get her to tow me because I find it hard. I
believe that's how Tony Hawk drops into the half pipe. His kid tows him.
His 3-year-old tows him on her trike. I tried to get the dog to pull me, but the cavoodle's not a good pulling dog. I need to get like a husky.
Yeah.
But then I'm worried about a husky would not stop when it. So this is the scene. I was going down the hill and there was a crack and I was like, oh God, I don't know how to do this. And it was like a big crack and I said to August, watch out, and she like came too close to me and I was like, go that way, and I jumped and the skateboard rolled out onto the street. I'm terrified of the day there's a rogue stone on the path.
Do you have a skateboarding playlist on your phone?
Dad down. No, because I can't. I've got to concentrate.
Oh no.
I just want to be able to just stand on it and not look like a scarecrow. Because I said to Sade, I was like, let's go up and get the girls, and we started walking and I grabbed the skateboard. She's like, what's that? I was like, I'm taking the skateboard, I'm going to skate home. And she's like, all right, well, you go and have fun.
Sit-ins, Fletch, Vaughan and Megan.
Morena.
You're about to take off to New York to the world premiere.
No, the world premiere was in Seoul, I think, South Korea, but this is like a...
US?
This is, like a US opening, I guess. Where all the cast will be there, me and my, like, celebrity friends. With all our money and stuff.
Yeah. You're like, guys, oh my God, it's so good to be back amongst the A-list. I've been dealing with poor people. Because the other guys have been doing like European promo tour.
Yeah, I
and
know.
you
They
just
sort
got,
of. I just got Sydney and Auckland.
Well, you've
so-
got to go to school.
Yeah, I got to go to school actually. Yeah. They'll interview me
actually?
there. Yeah, I got to go to school. Well, I don't want to be stupid when I grow up, Megan. That's what my mum says. Nobody likes a stupid anything. So
No one likes a
That's
stupid
good, it's good
anything.
advice.
Solid
Good
mum
advice.
advice.
yeah.
What? So what? How does it work when you're doing films and stuff?
So I do online schooling because, as I said in the earlier interview, there were so many interviews on the show. But basically, so we shot in Vancouver for like 4 months. I had to do the New Zealand curriculum because I'd come home and be like a Canadian.
Yeah.
So I'll do it all online, and then I'd have the tutor just like watching over my shoulder to make sure I was doing it.
Right.
So you'd be shooting with like Ryan Reynolds, leaves the set and do like algebra.
Yeah. Hate it.
Oh.
Why is it like keep to yourself, like the alphabet and numbers? Just,
Stay in your own field.
it's a relationship that can never be a thing.
That's when I left maths.
Yeah.
When letters came into it.
Hit me with Ryan Reynolds details. Is he cool?
Oh yeah, he's really cool. He's really done it. He's like really tall as well.
Yes.
He's really tall. I remember the first time meeting him, he like came out in like a green Christmas sweater. It was like subtle though. It only had like a few Christmas trees on it. It wasn't like your classic.
And was it Christmas?
No.
Okay.
That's like the only time people actually wear Christmas sweaters is when it's not Christmas.
Yeah.
But no, it was really cool meeting him and his wife Blake as well. And then like Josh Brolin, he's really intimidating. Like
he looks like he'd be grumpy.
Brad from the Goonies.
Yeah.
I know.
Because he looks like he'd be quite grumpy.
Oh yeah, no, but he's super nice and he's super funny as well. Yeah.
So did Blake Lively come on set?
Yeah, she came on set with her children, which were really cool. You know, like the Hollywood children.
Yeah.
You know? But no, they gave me a gift, I think, after the first week we were filming. Like, you know, welcome to the family. But it was a scented candle.
What flavour?
It was like made for me. So it was like it's like a rocky sort of flavour, like fire, like ash, like I was like infused with all this, and I'm like, well, have a bubble bath or something. But,
14-year-old boys and well known for their love of
sipping on
scented
my
candles.
like cranberry juice or something, like in a wine glass. Or
Do you have Ryan's number in your phone?
no. He'll just be like, won't read my text, and he'll have like 13 messages or something, just unread. 13, what a specific number.
So you know exactly how many you've sent.
Yeah.
They remain entirely unanswered.
Yeah, it'll just be like, hey, I'm still here. I'll see you at the premiere. Can't wait. And then we'll just read that.
I'm doing all the
Sorry, I
interviews
couldn't
down here,
talk at the moment. I was busy.
All right, now just before we get to the top 6 next, producer Caitlin, you've got a delivery.
I've got a new work phone, guys. Oh, it's an iPhone 8.
Bullshit. Are you kidding me? Are you serious?
Yeah, look
What
at
a load of shit.
Did you ask for a new phone yesterday? What did they say?
She said, unfortunately, we've only got iPhone 8s available now.
Only got iPhone 8s. Only got iPhone 8s.
Don't be a poor loser, Vaughan.
I had to buy myself an X. Granted, fantastic money spent, great phone, no problems,
Because
no
they would only
complaints.
give you a 7. Oh, only.
She said, what colour would you like?
Are you kidding me? Right now! I was told silver, no choice, 7, if you're lucky, the lowest storage.
Look,
I'm beginning to think I'm not
rose
the top
gold.
dog.
How many gigs?
64.
You even begged the CEO when he came in. Remember that?
Breathe. God's testing you today, Vaughan. Unbelievable.
All right, the top 6 is next.
No, it's not.
Are you striking? You going on strike?
Nothing is next. I'm off home to play Fortnite. Vaughan Smith is my PlayStation name. I'll see you all on the PSN.
Sid M's, Fletch, Vaughan and Megan.
And I was okay. I didn't get like emotional and drop off because she was a little bit freaked out. It was like a big change
It's
and
scary.
all new area and everything. So she was a bit freaked out. So I wasn't upset. I was just a little worried. It was the end of the day that got me because we went to get her and we're watching from outside. She couldn't see us and she looked happy as and she put her hand up to a question and...
Were you spying in the classroom?
I know, but all the parents, because it's a new entrance
right.
class, so for a lot of people it was their first day or second day, so all the parents go and stand outside. And I was looking in and she was all taking part of it, and the teacher was like, all right, everyone, go get your bag. She went and got her bag, came outside. She walked out, she had a smile on her face. She said she really enjoyed it. She made 2 new friends. She doesn't know their names. That's...
Taken after her dad.
They'll be there tomorrow. I'll ask them at some stage. Or she's now done what I classically do. I leave it too long before asking someone their name, so then it becomes a really awkward thing if I've not asked somebody their name.
Yeah, right.
And then she showed us where everything had happened during the day. She told me she beat a boy at a game called Push.
Yes.
Which you lock fingers in, and the idea is to get them onto the ground.
That sounds like
a brutal Mongolian wrestling for 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
So I taught her a technique on how to use their strength against them, like when they're pushing.
Break
you just
their
push
fingers.
Down.
Yeah.
No, you push down and then they'll go down and then you just elbow them. Now I should probably get suspended for that because it's taking it to the next. It's making a contact. Make it a contact.
Right.
But the end of the day was so much harder. Because she was like happy and then it really set in that she was 5 and she was at school, so we had to walk home real quick and then Dad had to go and have a bit of a sit in the shed.
You are so weird.
What would you have preferred?
No,
was it happy tears that she was happy?
Yeah. It wasn't. I wasn't sad. I was happy.
Bless your heart,
That's my wife's worked out. I don't cry. I cry if I'm like really sad, but most of my tears are like pride tears.
Oh.
So that's just generally what gets me going. Which stacks up because that time I got upset reading her report. It was pride because it was such a nice report.
How come you never cry around here?
I'm not proud of you two. You did nothing but disappoint me.
And I went for a wee swim and I was reading my book and it was really cute. And then I was leaving the beach and there was like this little hill and a few steps I had to walk up. And I didn't know, but I was like breathing quite heavily.
Okay.
And there was
puffing, I think people call it.
Yeah, puffing. There was literally like 3 steps. I don't know why I was puffing. And this guy was there. I didn't know that he had been there the whole time. And he turned around. He was like, are you puffing walking up those stairs? And I was like,
whoa.
Oh, coming in hot.
Me. And then I was like, I am severely hungover. That is not very nice. Anyway, so we got talking.
Great stuff.
Cute pants.
It was quite, so anyway, we were talking as we were walking up to the car and I was like, oh my God, he's like still talking to me. Okay.
A man's not turned and run.
I know, like he was like, are you puffing? And I was like, yeah, because I looked horrific. And then I was like, I need to ask him a question. So I was like, do you live around here? And he was like, yeah, I do. And I was like, okay, me too. And then it was back and forth. And then we were nearly at my car.
Well, I like we're getting a step-by-step on flirting and introductions.
Yeah, this is how I work. And then we were nearly at my car and he was like, so I should take you out for a drink one time. And I was like...
That escalated quickly from insulting your physical fitness.
No, that's a technique. That's a technique.
Yeah.
See, I've seen it work for many guys.
Really?
Go on with a controversial opener, really grab their attention.
He did say we could go out for a drink or a walk. And I was like, well, let's do a drink. And then and I was like, okay, like, do you want my number? And he said, yeah, and I was like, okay, well, where's your phone? Like, how are you going to write this down? He was like, I've got a really good memory.
Oh, no.
And I
He never heard from him again.
No,
So I
this
gave
is
him my
another
number.
technique.
I read out my number to him, and he said, oh, easy. And I was like, okay, bye, see ya. 2 hours later, text message.
No!
Hey, Caitlin, it's Todd.
Todd.
Are you impressed? And I was like, you know what? I am impressed. I remember my number off by heart. He didn't have a top on because he was going for a run.
And how was it?
Well, I didn't really look at him that much.
Wow.
I know, it was weird.
Bullshit. What was that? Was it all right?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember. It all happened very suddenly. I was still painting from walking up the hill.
Yeah.
Trying not to like...
Painting. Well, no wonder you're puffed. It's hard to walk and paint. Holding the canvas and finding the colour shade you're after. What a nightmare.
Hey Andy, what do you love about Daddy?
I love Daddy because he helps me with my little writing. I'm bringing in the butterfly chrysalises and he saves them from the wasps. I'm taking us bike riding and taking us to playgrounds. I love Daddy because Mummy just laughs. I love Daddy because he's funny. I love Daddy because he's sing Moana. I love Daddy because I love Maui. I love cake. Happy birthday, Daddy. We love you so much. Kiss, 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 kiss.
Oh, I think the fact that you're crying made me cry more. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm. That was a very nice present. That was real nice.
I feel bad we've made you cry on your birthday now.
Oh, it's good. It's nice tears. I'm not like... No, yeah. They get me going so often just because they're so special to me, and it is nice because that's... I don't know, you work in this industry, don't you? And you see some stupid things. And then, yeah, I was expecting something weird, but that
like,
was really
you thought
nice.
we'd bring in midgets or something, didn't you?
Well, there was possibility of midgets. But that was really nice. A light bit of explanation required.
Okay.
And this is targeted primarily at one person that drove past me this morning on the way to work. Basically, I'll give you the backstory and then what happened.
Okay.
So I still go to the gym before work.
Yep.
And today was cardio day. And very humid. I don't want to start the day stinky.
Okay.
So I've got into the habit of having a shower, putting on my pants, and jandals and grabbing my everything, but not putting a shirt on. Putting the shirt in my bag and walking out of the gym with no shirt on. I'm driving along with my top off, no top on. Driving.
Nips out.
Now, nips out, and after the gym, I've got a protein shake.
Yeah.
So I fill that out with water before I leave the gym, and I give that the old shakeroo. However, I'm giving it the old shakeroo, the up high twist. Cha-cha-cha, like it's a maracas.
Cha-cha-cha.
Like I'm cha-cha-cha. It's at that stage I notice I haven't got the lid on properly.
Right.
So there's a bit of spill, so I put it between my legs.
Okay.
Such as...
This is while you're driving.
Yeah. Because it's one-handed, cha-cha-cha.
Yeah,
You can do a maracas one-handed.
Yeah.
Imagine I'm doing a protein shake maracas. So it spills, so I put down, and I tighten the lid. You can probably see about there if I block myself off what they were seeing from the car beside
God.
me.
You've
So I
got
block the lid off, and it's on my hand, so I wipe that on myself. And then I just start shaking again from the down low position.
And so
While
driving
topless.
topless. Yeah. As you said earlier in the piece, sometimes they look naked.
Yeah.
And I'm shaking the protein shaker here.
I don't even want to look at you.
Because I'm not thinking. And then I look across, I'm like, hey, what's up? Because that's a bit of a connection you have with early morning motorway users.
Yeah.
So... And at this stage, I'm like, it looks like I'm masturbating. So then I get a shocked look on my face, like I'm like, oh!
Oh no!
And I turn back and I look at them like, oh no!
Sit-ins, Fletch, Vaughan and Megan.
Producer Caitlin came back to New Zealand with one less sock.
One less sock. I took a night bus to Mombasa, which was supposed to be 8 hours and it was 12 hours. And the day before I'd eaten a piece of goat that had been hanging on the tree all day at the orphanage.
Why was that a good idea?
Well, because you can't say no to food, Megan. You have to eat all the food. The bowel region was not great.
Right.
So the whole bus ride, which is supposed to be at night, and I was like crowded on this bus, needing to obviously go to the toilet, like about to vomit, just horrific. Anyway, we had one stop. I ran off the stop, got to the toilet, hole in the ground, best thing I've ever seen, went to the toilet, and then I realised that there was no toilet paper. Or anything that resembled toilet paper.
What about all your Vagisil wipes?
I was in a rush, Fletch. I was going to poo my pants.
The Vagisil wipes are on the bus.
They were on the bus. When I looked down and realised that the only thing I had available was a sock. My sock that I was wearing.
To be fair, that's really smart.
I don't know.
I would have
thought about the sock.
Neither would I.
But the thing is the sock I'd had on for a very long time. And it's very dusty in Kenya. And it's very hot as well, so very sweaty. Because because it was like one of those hole in the ground toilets. It wasn't it wasn't a long drop. It was like you have to put water down it. I was like, I can't put the sock down there, so I had to put it in the rubbish bin, which is next to the toilet.
Did anyone question why you only had one sock on?
Oh no.
How did the water go down the? Did you have to like put it in a little bucket and pour it down
and
there?
then put it down.
My question would be, why wouldn't you use the water to clean your butt and then save your sock?
You should have seen the water, mate. Like, honestly. Like,
It was worse than a sweaty, dusty ankle sock.
Yeah, that was literally. And then, like, because I couldn't get to the hotel for another, like, probably 8 hours after that, and then they were like, your room's not ready, go to the restaurant. I've got one sock and, like...
And then this guy comes up and he's like, I won't question your custom as to why you only wear one sock. Here in Kenya, we wear two, but one sock is fine.
ZM's Fletch, Vaughan and Megan.
What the Why?
Oh my god.
I've been the one talking about getting an e-scooter. Do they think I'm you?
Is it?
To Vaughan, we heard you're after a scooter. You can now ride one to work.
It's a wrong person!
Cowabunga dudes!
Unbelievable. This is absolute bullshit. You don't even need to ride one to work. You know that they mean me. People are always like, you sound the same.
It's got mine.
Bullshit.
Can he borrow it, Vaughan?
This is the actual card.
Are you trying to scare? Is this really for me?
Yeah.
Well, it's back for 2019, and normally Soundkeeper Gary would be in the hot seat, but it's Ross Bosson this morning. How much money are we starting at?
So starting at 10 grand. I've picked a sound, and bear in mind, I also did this on Friday.
Should we have a listen first?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Good, eh?
Are you kidding me? Amy, good morning.
Good morning.
What is the ZM secret sound?
I'm going to go with a hole punch.
No, is that a joke?
Well, shit. Amy, you just won $10,000.
Ross, you are shit at this. You are...
Are you joking?
Ross!
I was like, no one will guess a hole punch.
Are you joking?
Ross! You can't just give away $10,000 on the first time! Yesterday, intern Anya, who reads our news, you relived an experience that you had on Monday. It's probably good to note for this story, for background, that you are 21.
Yes.
And your boyfriend, Andy, who also works here in the building, is 20 and 21 next week.
Yeah, so about 6 months apart.
Right.
Also important to know is that I've just had some skin surgery on my leg. So
You got a moly.
Yeah, I did.
Removed,
so,
okay.
I was hobbling around.
Got a hobble on.
I've got a bit of a hobble.
Okay.
And went into the pharmacy to pop in and get some more bandages. Now, there was no parks outside the pharmacy, so lovely boyfriend decides to drop me off and then goes and parks the car.
Because of the hobble.
And so I go in and, say what I need, and she's like, cool, that'll be a few minutes. So I sit down, and the chair's provided because hobble. And then he comes in a few minutes later, and she says, are you looking for mum?
It's still funny the second time.
Yeah.
Are you looking for mum?
Yeah.
Was there anyone else in there?
No.
So it's literally referring to you.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And he was kind of like, oh no, and then saw her look over at me and then was like, oh, yeah. And then walks over.
He said yes.
He was kind of just like nodded and was like, there she is.
When you go up to get your stuff, she's going to be like, you've got such a lovely boy driving you around while you've had your hip surgery.
Oh, well, I decided to kind of like go along with it, and I said, oh, they grow up so fast.
Well, it's back for 2019, and normally Soundkeeper Gary would be in the hot seat, but it's Ross Bosson this morning. How much money are we starting at?
So starting at 10 grand. I've picked a sound, and bear in mind, I also did this on Friday.
Should we have a listen first?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Good, eh?
Are you kidding me? Amy, good morning.
Good morning.
What is the ZM secret sound?
I'm gonna go with a hole punch.
No, is that a joke?
Well, shit. Amy, you just won $10,000.
Ross, you are shit at this. You are.
Are you joking?
Ross.
I was like, no one will guess a hole punch.
Are you joking?
Ross! You can't just give away $10,000 on the first time! My first lime for 2019. In fact, my first lime since a little accident that I had.
What happened? But what overseas liming?
Yeah, so this was in the Czech Republic. So I met up with some friends who were also travelling, and we had some drinks. It was about 8 or 9 o'clock at night, so it was dark. I leave the bar, and I'm like, I'm going home. I'm done for the night. And it's at that stage where I'm like, overcome. I'm on my way back to the hotel with the need to use a toilet. And we know in Europe that it's very hard. You cannot go anywhere, even to a McDonald's, without paying to use a toilet. I've got no money because I've only got FPOS, credit card. So I'm like, I'm going to have to make it back to the hotel. See a lime scooter, I'm like, yes. And I'm gunning for the hotel. That's
in
when
snowy Prague.
No snow, but cobblestones.
Okay.
What happened?
Oh, no, the cobblestone shakes the poo loose. The cobblestone shakes the poo loose! Oh, no!
Why are you telling
Did you
us
shit
this?
yourself in Prague? He shit himself in Prague!
A little bit came out because I was on the cobbles and it was like... Stand down, Megan. Stand down.
I'm standing down momentarily.
I will relieve you of your spy duties for the 7:30 a.m. Spy exclusive.
Spy exclusive.
Spy exclusive. You may remember Ed Sheeran last year said this.
Hey New Zealand, I can't wait to see you very soon. I'm not yet a citizen of New Zealand, but I'm working on it. Hook me up, Prime Minister, please.
And I heard that and I thought, well, I went to school with her. I'm going to do that awkward thing where you hear from someone from school and they call in some weird favour that you don't actually owe them.
So you messaged just Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern.
And I said, here's the deal, Ed wants citizenship. What say ye?
Hello, Ed. My name is Jacinda Ardern. I'm the Prime Minister of New Zealand, and I understand you've put through a very informal request for citizenship. Well, before we're able to think about that a little bit more, I've got some really important questions for you. The first, do you like pineapple lumps? Do you even know what they are? 2, are you willing to wear jandals in semi-inappropriate situations? And also, do you know what jandals are? And 3rd, most important question of all, are you willing to make New Zealand your home?
Well, you may or may not have seen over the weekend, Ed Sheeran popped around to the Prime Minister's house for a catch-up.
For afternoon tea.
For a cuppa and a catch-up.
Yeah.
I messaged the Prime Minister and I say...
You shouldn't do that. She's busy.
Sunday, 7:55 p.m.
Okay.
That's late.
That's how I start.
Oh my God. You're so embarrassing.
I feel like I facilitated a friendship and then it just took off without me.
Oh, and I know you went to school with her and you're friends, but she is the Prime Minister.
And I say, while you're having a cup of tea, I was out there boosting tourism numbers for the Waikato region. I'm basically the Minister of Tourism over here.
Right, okay.
And she said, yes, you did, and I'm really sorry that I've done this.
Right.
And I said, look.
And not invited you.
I understand.
Right.
But I need some exclusive. And she said, well, he did come around for a cup of tea and some scones. And I said, what kind of scones? I can confirm it. I believe this is exclusive news.
Is this your spy exclusive?
Cheese scones.
Are you kidding me?
Cheese scones. 2 cups of cheese in those cheese scones.
Okay.
But she said when he took his first bite, he did have a little bit of a funny look on his face.
That's a good spy exclusive. So Ed Sheeran doesn't like the Prime Minister's scones.
Run the headlines now. Ed Sheeran hates Prime Minister's scones. Clickbait it.
ZM's Fletch Vaughan and Megan.
Today, Megan turns 49.
Oh, piss off.
Vaughan and I have got you a gift this year.
Mm-hmm. Probably our most thoughtful.
I think it is.
I think so.
I think it is.
I think so.
You have recently opened a cafe with Mr. Toyboy, your husband.
Yeah.
We noticed your business was missing.
Oh, Christ. What?
Well, no, this isn't Dragon's Den, mate. We're not asking for a percentage. This is a gift. We're giving
We're
gifting
giving
this to
you
you.
this.
You're missing a radio advertising campaign.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, you! Yeah, you over there! Hey! Do you like eggs and donutty treats, bacon and cakes and yummy sweets? Of course you do! Yeah! And do you like coffee and mushrooms and chai and slices of chicken and yummy kai? Yummy, yum, yum-o! Well, then for you it's Bedford and Co. It's more than a cafe, it's the place to go! It's the best cafe! And all this weekend is free coffee. Pending approval by the owner, she can be a bit of a bitch. Oh, blowing bitch. Vagina guys on board. Want to know where it is? Google it. I don't know the address. Why would I? Feed and Co. It's B to the E to the A U F to the O R T and the Co. Buffett and Co. Buffett and Co.
That was actually amazing.
You're welcome. That's a $10,000 radio jingle.
Indy decided she's really into pranks.
Oh, God.
Now, she hasn't started pulling pranks yet, but she has come to me floating some prank ideas she had. We tell August that we've got her a drink of orange juice.
Yep.
But it's lemonade.
Oh, and he says something yucky.
It's got to be like Marmite
No,
juice or something.
Because that's a nice surprise.
August freaks out when she drinks something she doesn't know it's going to be bubbly, and then it's bubbly, and she goes. Another one was when Mum's upstairs, and Mum's generally upstairs watching Love Island. When Mum's upstairs, we tell Mum there's a package here for her.
That's
and this is how she tells it. This is how she tells it as well. She's really like, she looks around and she's like, then when she comes downstairs, no package. We've made her walk down the stairs for nothing. We're at the supermarket and we're walking around the fruit and veg part.
Yeah.
And she was asking why things are more expensive now than they were in summer. She said, okay, I've got another prank.
Here we go.
I'm like, all right, what do you got? She's like, well, we ask people if they like tomatoes. I'm like, all right, then what do we do? Then we tell them how expensive tomatoes are at the moment. And then another one of hers, I don't know where she got this one from. We ask people if they want their lawns mowed. That was it. Her final one that she came up with yesterday when we were watching TV, she said, I've got another idea for a prank. We tell people we know SpongeBob and Patrick. Then when they ask us how we know SpongeBob and Patrick, we say, we've only ever seen them on television. Okay, so we lost a very brave member of our police force yesterday. This is always hard. Someone putting it all out there. But Constable Elliot,
You okay, mate?
Yep. Thank you. Thank you for checking in. The road safety guinea pig
with the cute little uniform
has passed.
I shouldn't laugh.
Now I don't know cause of death. It might have been a loud.
Funny.
It might have been a loud dog bark from a police dog because that's all it takes. They're fragile.
They are
guinea pigs. Very fragile things. So
Just so that they didn't say, like, was he killed in the line of duty or...
No, it doesn't
imagine
say,
that
does
you're
he?
just
No.
running on your little wheel. You stop, you're like... And then you're like, oh no. And the police car pulls into your driveway. You're like, oh no.
What is this, his wife?
Yeah. That's his wife.
And
guinea
she
pig.
gets off
She's
the
like,
wheel.
Spin. Oh, God, I knew it. Kids! Kids, go into the other part of the cage. In that little box that we hide in when we get scared of things being too bright. Go in there! Why, Mum? Gussin! I said go in there! Go in there now! Squeak! That's the cages. Mrs. Elliot, it's Constable Elliot. There's been a loud noise there.
It was too much for his little heart. I knew this day would come. I told him not to go to the police college. I knew he wasn't cut out for this sort of work. I will be going. What's happening? Get back in there! Get back in there! I'll deal with you because of it! How did it happen? Tell me how it happened! What kind of loud noise was it? No, don't tell me!
Well, I hope
Tell me, I need to know. Was it a dog?
You okay?
So that's how it happened.
It's a sad day.
Very sad day.
Yep.